food. My thing is not only food, but to pass on my knowledge of food, to pass on my love of food, and to teach, really, to teach basic cooking. That's what I'm doing at the moment.
My thing, if you like, is really I want to be able to create good jobs for people, to treat them decently, to say thank you at the end of each day for what they've done, and to give them an enjoyable working life.
There are two things, really. The first one is mercy to the broken. That's the thing that grabs me, motivates me. And the other thing is working together. Christians working together across churches, coming together to do something good for those who are in need.
I've always had an interest in food from a very young age. I trained as a chef, went to catering college, and then worked in the commercial sector and worked for a long time in restaurants and that kind of thing. And then had a long break from food, and then only a few years ago came back to food, and after having said to myself, oh, what a waste, I've wasted my time in going to food college, and then realised actually no, this isn't a waste of time, this is what God wants me to do, and He's given me this skill, He's given me this ability, and He's given me a passion as well and wanted to use it. So in the last 3 years I've then come back and got involved with teaching and teaching family learning. So I've been teaching adults and children, and we've been teaching healthy eating, basic cookery, teaching families how to cook together, teaching them how to cook on a budget, so how to cook cheaply, but good food, and that's been working really well. So the way I feel that I'm really influencing God's kingdom is to be able to work with families to see a change in their lives. And for one instance, I had recently had a leader came up to me, and after the course had finished, and said, I just want to really thank you. She said, my daughter and I struggle at home with our relationships. I think her daughter was about 9 or 10 at that time. And she said, since this course, it's really built bridges, and it's really helped us in our relationships. So apart from the whole food side and learning how to cook, it's also bringing families together. I feel that's really how one way I can help with using my faith as well to bring families together.
We supply chemicals for industrial wastewater treatment. I've always wanted to run my own business. I never really had the courage to step out until 2003, where the company that I worked for wanted to make a couple of people redundant from the sales team, which I was part of, and they wanted to give away all their industrial customers to resellers. So I said to them, I want to be one of those resellers. So they gave me all of my existing customers in order to start my business. A lot of our customers, I say, are in the food industry, ready-made meals or abattoirs, and there's a lot of washing that goes on in that process, and the liquid that is produced from that isn't fit for the sewer, it's too full of contaminants. So we supply products that pull the particles together, and it separates the solids from the liquid so that the water is fit for the sewer or can be recycled in some processes such as quarrying. Running my own business has been my dream, yes, but I've also dreamt of, if I ever had my own business, how I would treat people within it. I feel that God has given me this business, and I want to honour God in everything that I do, in and outside the business. And our reputation is such now that we have other people going in to see potential customers, manufacturers of equipment that would require products such as ours, and they say to customers, the only people you can trust is Griff and GPC Clear Solutions, so that I have other people now recommending me. We had a customer that a competitor came in and they won the business on price. Well, I thought the price was suspiciously low. Some of our products are powders which you dissolve into a solution before they're applied. And what you can do is you can add salt to it to make it cheaper. So you're buying the same weight, but it's salt. And this guy, I knew he was a bit unscrupulous. And he won the business on price, and there's nothing I could do. I checked the product out because I thought it's called being cut by salt, and I thought this will be cut, but it wasn't. They let me to check it, well, I can't do anything about it. And I said to them, be careful, you'll see over the next few months, a year or so, your usage will increase. And I heard no more. I kept in touch with them. Just had to trust God for that, that one day we might get the business back. 2 years later, the chemist rang me and said, I remember what you said. Can you come and look at this? Because we're using about twice as much as we used to. And I checked it out for them. It was 30% cut of salt. The guy was swindling them effectively, and I've got the business now. Over the years I've worked for some quite difficult people and see bully managers now and who rule by fear and not respect, and I've always dreamt of people, you know, in the company being treated decently, having a good working life, being thanked at the end of each day, and enjoying their working career rather than coming each day and being fearful of what may happen or what may be said to them. I know that the way God treats me, I'm one of His. I'm His child, and He looks after me and treats me and loves me well. So I want to try and reflect that within the people that work for the business. We want to have a caring environment and a caring regime. You know, we can sit alongside people, give people time, make them feel valued for what they do for us.
Come and visit the food bank. We've been here for about 6 months now, and this is where we operate. We've got a good amount of space. You can see here all the food. This is food that's come in from our supermarket collections and from churches, and it's all weighed in, and then it's stored by sell-by date and by type. So we've got a full range of stuff there, and these are some of the emergency boxes that we make up ready to go out to people in need. They're either done as single boxes, one box full of all sorts of goodies, or a family, which is 2 boxes together for a family. But mostly the food goes out in stock boxes, so we would send a stock of food out to each of the food bank centres. That's Strood and Chatham currently. So they send us an order of what they need, and we fulfil that order and send it out. What we want to do is to be able to provide an emergency service for individuals and families who are in crisis, and it comes from Christians, it comes from the churches of Medway. It's not about being partisan or building an empire or any church getting a name for itself. It's about us serving people who are in a really hard place. And there are many people out there. The research that we've done shows that there are many people who are in dire need, and they need help. And of all people in society, it should be us who have tasted and known the goodness and kindness of God, who are out there helping people and extending love to them. We collect food from the public, which is all on the shelves here. We collect food from churches, and it's stored in a warehouse, and from that warehouse it goes out to food bank centres. Our vision is that there will be at least 4, possibly more, food bank centres in each of the Medway towns. And we're aiming, through vouchers that are given by frontline agencies, we're aiming to be able to give food parcels to people who, when they hit a crisis, such as a benefit delay, or a loss of benefit, or a sudden illness, or a major crisis in the family, where they basically don't have enough money to get by, and they're having to maybe choose between paying a bill and going shopping. And those are exactly the situations we're coming across on a daily basis. My dream come true would be to see at least 4 food bank centres operating in Strood, in Chatham, in Gillingham, in Rochester. I'd love to see more than that, and it looks like there will be more than that, but to see those centres being open to clients coming in, being places of help, of restoration, of practical support, of being able to pray with people who are in settings that are really difficult, and to see that flowing and flourishing, and by that means people coming into churches. That's what it's about. We want to serve the people of Medway, so we want to see Christians coming together, working together in settings where it's very visitor friendly. People can come in and they can be met with warmth and generosity, and someone who will pray with them. And from that, we want to see those people finding that God cares, that He's not remote, that He's not uninterested. He really does care about their situation. We want to see people coming into the kingdom of heaven. We can't proclaim the mercy and grace of God if we don't carry it, if we don't walk in it, if we don't live in it. And it's such a practical way to help people, and to show them that God gives the church to the world. I believe He's put us here to do a job, which is to show by the way we live, by the actions we take, that He loves everyone. He loves each of us, and He's asked us to carry that message, and it has to be practical.